Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're talking about writing functions for linear functions. So you'll be given a table and you are to write a function or write a rule for that table. I've gone ahead and listed the table below, so go ahead, grab your notebook, take some notes as we're doing this because you'll find those helpful later. In our table, the first thing we've got to do is, let's take a look at our steps, that will help. Our first thing is going to be find the growth, which is your difference in your y over your difference in your x. And then find your starting point. So let's find our growth first, our difference in y. And remember in math, the word difference means subtract. So the difference between -1 and 2 is 3, right? And then, because we're adding 3 each time. So then we add 3 to here, we add 3 to here, we add 3 to here. All right, our difference in our x is -1, or -2 to -1 is we're adding 1. And so we are adding 1 here, adding 1 here, adding 1 here. So if we've got this guy minus this guy, so we've got 3, our difference in our y over our difference in x. Our y is 3, the difference in our y, and our x is 1. So that means our growth or our rate is going to be 3 per 1, 3 to 1, or just 3, you could say. So in this case, our growth is 3. Our next step is to find the starting point, and your starting point is when your x equals 0. So we take a look at this guy and we see, oh, hey, at 0, we have 5. So that's going to be our starting point. So let's write starting point is going to be 5. All right, our third and final step is we have to use this formula. Y equals mx plus b. Our m is our rate, or our change in our y over our change in our x, our difference in y over difference in x. Our b is our starting point, or our y-intercept. You'll find more about that later. But for now, for our starting point. So what we're going to do is we come back up here and we say, okay, y equals our rate, which we now know is 3, x, and then we say our starting point, which we know is 5, so plus 5, and there you have just written a rule for this function. See if you have any questions, let your teacher know. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.